Cycle 1, Week 10, Owl Pellet Dissection. So this is similar to last week in that there's really no prep for you. You're going to have a similar setup with, in our class, we are just going to use paper plates. Maybe each kid will get paper plates because if we pull the owl pellet apart and they kind of want their own space to work, then I could move, we could move some of it over to a second plate. But again, I'm doing one owl, we're going to pretend my cotton ball is an owl pellet. One owl pellet per 2 students. And yeah, if you got big chunks, you could totally separate them. I offer gloves if they want gloves. And then again, I have wooden, what are these called? Probes, wooden probes and toothpicks. So they're going to be pulling apart the owl pellets. And if your owl pellet is really firm and you're having a tough time getting into it, spritzing it with water will actually help soften it. You don't want to soak the whole thing, but just like spritz it a little bit with water and that will help break it apart. So I'll actually, for my community, I'll supply little tiny water bottles, little squirt bottles that they can use if they need it. Okay, and then you're gonna need some dissection, some owl pellet like identification sheets. So these are the ones we used from 3 years ago. They're from Cornerstone. This is really interesting. It was in the Cornerstone thing. It just shows like how the dissection, or rather how the internal anatomy of an owl and the digestion is what I meant to say, how that kind of works. Nicole Liam has her own identification sheet. But you can just Google owl pellet dissection identification and find a sheet. Your director should be supplying you with those so that you have that. Every kid will also get a little Ziploc bag in case you want to take bones home. Every parent will love that, right? If you had leftover owl pellets, I would send them home with families. But we usually don't have leftover ones because if there are extra ones, towards the end of the day, then those kids probably get to use it like an extra one. So this is a very simple week, but it's really cool because you get to see all the bones, and the identification sheets help you figure out what kind of animal it was. So it's really fun. It's just like you're just walking around and you're seeing what people found, and you're probably at first helping get into the thing, but then once you're kind of getting in, they're just pulling at it, and it's really fun to just see what people find. So enjoy.